Hey guys, it is Wednesday here at Witches of the Moon, and I am your hostess, Blythe, and this week's topic is about Mojos, Sachets, and spell bags. Spell bags slash bottles, and I also put kind of container spells in there too. I use jars instead of bottles, but to me it's the same thing. I really like using the Mojo bags and the containers. Those are the spells I think that I do the most. I think that the Mojo bags are very beneficial because you can bring them, as well, actually probably more the spell bags, you can bring them with you, you can keep them in your pocket and you have them with you, and it helps to reaffirm in your, like the psychology of your mind, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. So for me, I think in this context that Mojo bags and spell bags would probably be different. I just call them Mojo bags, but for me, a Mojo bag in this context would be a bag usually full of crystals for whatever intention it is that I need to do. So if it was for, my biggest example is for anxiety, I would put a couple crystals in there for anxiety, my sodalite, blue lace agate, different things like that. Carrying them with you, first of all, is the best way to get the healing properties from those crystals. They have to be on your person. They have to be in your field. And I've also noticed that just having them, if I feel like I need that extra, whatever it is, I will, take the crystal out of the bag and I just hold it, and usually just rubbing the crystal really helps me. It helps calm me down. Spell bags, I feel, are more something that if you're in the situation, you keep that in your pocket, and you can also put it on your altar. Now, some people feel that, I think it's if somebody else just sees the bag, that is no longer effective. I definitely know that if somebody else were to touch an active bag, it probably would not be effective. In my mind, I would definitely disassemble and redo that spell. Mojo bags are also great because you can keep them in your pocket. Same thing. It kind of helps your mind, and just knowing that you have that physical representation really helps. So for Mojos, for crystals, I usually just use whatever bag I got. I'll use organza bags for them. I'll use usually the black velvet bags. For spell bags, I do color correspondences for the most part. So here, brown, green. I got a red one somewhere, and yellow. And these are something I need to start making on my own because these actually can get really expensive. And I love these plain muslin bags. You can buy these as tea bags, I think they are. And you can also use these bags for your herbal baths so you don't get herbs all over the place. These are very multi-purpose bags. I love these bags. So I've done a spell bag in that because whatever I was working with didn't have like a color. So I just used that, and I still have it actually, and it works really well. It's still working. So the container spells. I love container spells because they are a good way to keep something going. They are a long-term thing if you need to keep something going long-term. I have used container spells for freezing, for sweetening, for binding. I have a special one right in front of me. I'm debating whether or not to show it or not. The good thing about these is you can keep them going if you need to keep them going. Same with the Mojo bags. You keep anointing the oils or whatever it is that you need to anoint onto it, and you just keep it going until basically till the Mojo falls apart. But with the container spells, especially if you're using glass jar, this is a baby jar. I have my sweetening jar that I showed on my spell video about 2 weeks ago. And the good thing is you can keep burning the candles on top and keeping that going. This one's done. This one actually needs to be buried, which is what I'm going to do as soon as I can, actually. I have some other stuff that needs to be buried. That is the only con to me, is disposal of some things. I know some people have certain ways that they dispose of things. Personally, if I know the spell is complete, I know it's done, I will actually just throw it in the garbage. I know a lot of people don't agree with that. So it really depends on how you feel and your perception is on proper disposal. it can, if you don't have a way of disposing it, it can be kind of difficult to do. So that is the only drawback. The sachets I don't do. I know the Lady Grave Dancer showed one a while back on her personal channel about her protection sachets that she would hang on top of her doorways, and they looked awesome, and I probably have to go find that video. I really liked the idea of them. They looked like they worked great. And it's something that you can do to bring in good energy into your home. I actually have witch balls that I have made myself, so I guess that can be kind of a similar thing. I just prefer the witch balls to the sachets. They're a little bit more inconspicuous. They're a little bit more inconspicuous, and you can cleanse the witch balls and continue to use them. Where the sachets, after a while, I feel like, especially if it's in the organza bag like she showed, it'd be something that would have to be disposed of after a while. But if you are interested in the witch balls, I do have some of them on my Etsy shop, and I'll post a link. I'm going to be working on some other stuff on there soon. But yeah, so sachets is definitely something that I want to get into, but I love my container spells. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and I will do my best to answer. And I hope that you have a blessed day and have a good one.